Hello, I'm Colton, the creator of Strange Trails, a full cast audio drama in the style of Serial. This is a series about me making season 2 of the podcast eventually, but in the meantime, we're working on books. We're going to turn each season into a novel. I've already done seasons 1 through 3 as novels. I'm about to start the novelization of season 4, and that's what we're doing today. I'm going to head up to my old college, University of Buffalo, to meet with my friend Jocelyn a little later today, and she's going to be just there as moral support. She's also writing a book, so we meet up once a week to work on stuff, because if we don't set a specific date and time to work on stuff, it's so easy for life to get in the way and for things to get lost in the shuffle. And I care about this. I don't want this to fall through the cracks on me and for suddenly, 3 years went by, I haven't really made any progress on it. So I always try to, for sure, have at least one day a week that I work on it. So there's two main things I need to do. One is obviously setting up the document, because there's a lot of different styles that you need to have for chapter headings and all that stuff. I want to figure out the indentations. All those little technical things, I don't want to have to think about it while I'm writing. So definitely want to set up the document in this video. And there's edits left on season 4. As I was writing season 5 back in the fall, before I was doing videos, as I was moving through this story, there are things that you think of that it's like, well, could I telegraph that a little earlier? Could I set that up a little bit earlier? And one of the benefits of working so far ahead on the story like this is that yeah, I can. As I do that, I just make a list of them and set that aside so that when I go to write the novel of that season, I can just quickly add those in, which is the plan for today. I'm going to go down the list of all the things that I thought of that need to pop up in season 4 or be mentioned in season 4 so that they will have a payoff somewhere in season 5 or onward, just depending on whatever comes up. But the reason I want to do that now before I actually write this as a novel is that once it's a novel, it's literally twice the work, because then any edit I make, it has to be done in the show, in the scripts, and then also in the novel. So let's take care of those things before we have to do it twice. I want to get through this so that I can start actually writing the book, hopefully by this weekend. But that's just the goal. Anyway, I'll see you when I'm up at UB. Okay, so we're up at UB. This is my friend Jocelyn.
Hey.
We're going to be doing AuthorTube together. She's also going to be posting videos on her own channels, her own TikTok, her own Instagram. It's going to be Flirt with My Soul, not my face. Anytime I come up to UB, it's mainly to hang out with her and to work on stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
She loves me.
Yeah, we knew each other since first day of college.
Yeah, 2010.
Back in the day.
Long time. Oh, I just gave away our ages, but
A little bit, but
we're elders.
We are at this point.
Literally, we actually met before college.
We did on Facebook.
Online on Facebook.
Before it was
in the
evil.
Honors College Facebook group. That was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Actually, we kind of
quite.
hated each other freshman year.
It was a little bit of an issue, but yeah. So we're in the classroom right now where we actually planned out most of her book over the course of the summer and then the fall. So I'm excited to go to the library and to start working on the edits so that I can actually start writing. Hopefully over the weekend. I'm hoping for that.
Nice.
To finally start doing that.
Hey.
On that note, to the library.
Bye.
We just got back from the library because they closed, and also we both finished what we were working on, right? I finished my edits at the very least.
I would say I got 90% there.
Okay. Well, you said you were basically at the word count that you thought you were going to get to. You got through all the things that you needed to have happen in your
Well,
scene.
I think the things that I had planned for the chapter were not long enough for a 2,000 word chapter.
Okay. That's just sort of my goal for each scene is to be about 2,000 words.
Yeah.
So that's what she's aiming for.
But it was just generally, it was when I wrote everything that I had originally said to happen, it was like only 700 words. And I was like, this is not enough. But then, so then it's like, okay, if you didn't plan for enough stuff, then you have to like think on the spot of like, okay, what else could go here, and will it make sense? Because the end of that chapter we had come up with, and it was like, oh, this would be a really great just like mini cliffhanger in this first section. I couldn't add anything after that, so it was like something else has to happen before we get there.
Gotta add complications, gotta add interiority, gotta add scene description, whatever comes to mind, I guess. But yeah, I got through all the edits that I needed to get through. Apparently I've already done some of them because I went to like try to add them and was like, oh, that's already in there. So it saved a little time there. And then a couple of the other edits were like kind of things that will really only be possible to do in the book rather than in the podcast itself, because in the podcast, you know, we're only seeing basically what the characters are actually recording and able to record, and there's like parts of this story where they're not able to record certain things because of things happening to the recorder, but the characters will be experiencing that, so it as a scene is something that I would just add in the book as I'm writing that rather than right now. So turns out the edits went quicker than I thought.
I feel calmer. We're at the university and it's like late, but there's still a lot
It's like midnight. It's past midnight. And there's, I mean, it is finals week, so I don't know, maybe that's what's going on. But yes, the college kids are out and about.
They're out and about.
And the cleaning crew is also here, so they're going around and barging in.
It's funny because I think we still look like college students and we have our backpacks, so we just like
we blend.
Kind of blend in. Yeah. It's kind of nice. Although I'm like, whenever I'm here, I'm like, oh, I was so young when I was here.
Baby Colton. Yeah, that's all I got. I feel confident about the stuff that I did. I feel good about it. I just need to set up the document next, and then I can move into actually writing book 4, which I'm excited about.
Nice.
What about you?
Well, I gotta finish the chapter. But I just like ran out of steam of like what else, and I ended up starting to work on this other essay that I've been wanting to write because I was like, I want to write, but I just don't know what else to put in here. So that was kind of helpful because I wrote a couple paragraphs for that, and then I was like, okay, let me go try again. So that was a decent tactic. Feeling good. It was nice to write. It's been a couple weeks.
We haven't written together since like. I want to say before Halloween or maybe just the first week of November, but it's been a while since we've actually been here on campus, so it's a lot of fun.
And somebody is consistent even when we don't meet up, but somebody is not consistent.
Try to be consistent. I've been not even slacking because it's not my fault. It's work schedule, but outside of that.
Yeah, I don't have a good excuse. I just have been struggling.
Executive function.
Also, don't know her.
That's not even going to make sense because you said that on your channel.
Okay, because I recently started ADHD meds, which is great, but I'm experiencing the thing people talk about where like you can't choose always. You have to be really intentional about what you set yourself up to do. Otherwise, you will get really focused on the wrong thing. And I'm very good at that. But I usually am doing something productive. It's like productive procrastination and you know, something else I need to do. But
I'm going to call it there. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I was up at UB with Jocelyn, and now it's time for the fun part, setting up the document. So let me show you my process. All right, so here I am in Pages. This is the application that I use. I know other people use different things, but this is the one that I've been using the whole time I've been writing, and it has never caused me any issues. I love that it is just automatically syncs across all my devices, so I'm able to kind of just jump right in no matter what, you know, if I'm on my laptop or my iPad or even on my phone, I can just kind of get in to everything. It's pretty nice. And I've never had any issues with losing progress on any of my work. So I'll just create a blank document. It's going to start with the body. Well, first I want to view the table of contents because this is going to be basically what we'll use as we make the project. So for the body, these are the different types of paragraph styles. We're going to use this one. The font that I like using is Baskerville. I do use size 12 font, and we'll double space it. And we also want to have a 1/4 inch indent. And then we'll just hit update there. And that's that. Heading 1, we're going to do, this is going to be for the chapter titles. So we're going to also make it Baskerville. That will also be 12. I don't really do anything too fancy. So no bold, just centered, also double spaced. And we'll just hit update there. And we can rename this to chapter. And then we'll go to heading 2. And this is going to be for the scenes. A lot of people don't necessarily use scenes in their books in the same way that I do, but since each season of the show has 10 episodes, the book can't just have 10 chapters. It has to be broken up some other way. So I've kind of decided that there will still be main chapters that have the title of each episode, but the individual scenes will also be broken up so that there's actually like stopping points, because I can't imagine people are going to want to read like 70-page chapters at a time all the time. Then again, who knows? Maybe they'll love it. So this is going to be for the scenes. This is going to be also Baskerville, also 12-point font, also not bold, also centered, and also double spaced. And we'll just update that, and we will rename this to scene. And then over here in the table of contents, we can choose what we see. So we have chapter and then scene. And the way that they have these kind of indented here, you can kind of bump it back or whatever, is just when it makes the list over here, the scenes will be kind of indented. Let me show you. Okay, so the first chapter of the book, of book 1 at least, is The Shadow Man Cometh. And that is going to be a chapter. And then scene 1, it's popping up as body, but we'll change it over to scene. And then to just test out body, and there we go. So we got the indent is in there, we got the scene, and then if we wanted to do another scene, we would just do 2, highlight that, change that over to scene, there we go, and then it shows up here on the thing. So if you click on this, it will just kind of take you right to those things. All right, and yeah, that's all there is to it. Just makes a quick little table of contents, makes it really easy as you get further and further into the book to be able to jump around and find the scenes that you're looking for specifically, or the chapters, because it can get overwhelming when you're starting to have tens of thousands of words in a document to try to find a specific moment, speaking from experience. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. Next time, we'll start putting words on the page. What a thought.